Popularly known as the Queen of the Hills, Rani Gaidinliu was born on 26 January 1915 at Nungakau, Arongame village in today's Tausam subdivision of Tamengalong district in the western part of then colonial Manipur. The word Gai means good and Din means to show the way. Thus, Gaidinliu means one who shows the good path. In fact, her life was in accordance with her name. Gaidinliu came under the influence of her cousin, Haipu Jadunang at a very young age, who was then leading a socio-political movement called Heraka seeking to drive out the British from the region along with their imposed alien faith. The movement took inspiration from ancestral Naga indigenous practices. Jadunang was arrested and hanged on 29 August 1931 at Imphal jail after a mock trial by the British authorities. With the death of Jadunang, the leadership of the Heraka movement fell upon Gaidinliu, who was barely 16 years old at that time. She asked her Jiliangrong community to refuse to pay taxes and called out for freedom. She posed a huge threat to the colonial rule after getting support from a majority of her people who refused to cooperate with the British. Consequently, the British launched a manhunt to capture Gaidinliu, with a monetary reward going to anyone who volunteered to share reliable information. Despite these efforts by the authorities, she evaded arrest by moving across villages in the regions of present-day Assam, Nagaland, and Manipur with her dedicated followers. With growing dissent in the region, the British assigned a special troop of the Assam Rifles led by Captain MacDonald to arrest Gaidinliu. As soon as Captain MacDonald got a report of Gaidinliu and her followers being located in a village called Pulomi, he mounted a surprise attack by sending a large force in the opposite direction to mislead Gaidinliu. Perplexed by the raid on the village, Gaidinliu and her followers were captured on 17 October 1932. Her trial went on for 10 months, and she was convicted for murder and her attack on the Assam Rifles and was sentenced to life imprisonment. From 1933 to 1947, she stayed at Guwahati, Shillong, Aswal, and Tura jails. Having spent 14 years in various prisons, Rani Gaidinliu was released on Prime Minister Nehru's orders from Tura jail in 1947 against the advice of then Assam government. Gaidinliu said, "We, Nagas were and are free people, the white, the British have no right to rule over us, so we should not recognize their sovereignty over us and will not pay house tax to the British government and unjust laws like forced labor and compulsory porter subscription." Even after India's independence, she continued her fight against the alien faith imposed by the foreigners on the Naga people. She dedicated her life to the protection of the indigenous faith of her people. Rani Gaidinliu would always be remembered in the annals of history as the great nationalist brave freedom fighter of Bharat. Her life of struggle and her integrity marked her out as a great daughter of Bharat from whom we can all learn how to serve the nation selflessly. On the 109th birth anniversary of Rani Gaidinliu, let's honor her legacy as a fearless freedom fighter and a symbol of courage. May Rani Maa Gaidinliu continue to be a source of inspiration for generations to come.